This is a hurdle that could really push you back. But she'll be like, oh God, I really want to get him back for that. I want you to leave them wanting more. You're gonna get the kiss anyway, and you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. Do not keep yourself in your comfort zone. There's a reason why she's not ready for it, and it's because you haven't conditioned that person, first of all. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you some tips, some advice on how to kiss a girl. Before we get to that stage, I want to go over some basics first, okay? And it seems like basics, but it's stuff I call uncommon sense, basically. I suffered from I get dry lips, and it all boils down to not being hydrated enough. I actually suffer from dehydration, where I'm not drinking enough water in the day. And obviously, there's a lot of side effects to this. If you don't drink enough water, you end up with a very dry throat, it gives off a bad smell, and you get very dry lips. And this is also, if you're drinking a lot of coffee, you're working behind a desk all day, you're hitting back those coffees, this also can accelerate your dehydration. So you gotta stay hydrated throughout your day. It's just a basic kind of thing. And if your lips are cracking, or they're cracking, or they look like they're a bit dirty with dead skin, just get in front of the mirror, get your toothbrush, and just scrub those lips, man. Just scrub them off. Just get that crap off your fucking lips, right? Because when you go over to a girl and you're really hitting it off, and she looks past that, and she would have picked up on that, by the way, right? You can't just get away with looking like that. This is a hurdle that could really, push you back. It's just not hygienic, right? So get your hygiene sorted out. Another pointer is maybe just take some chewing gum around with you. If you are knocking back a few coffees a day, just every time you have a coffee, just have a chewing gum. Just make sure you've got that breath fresh and clean, so it's given others a pleasant experience. My next tip is when. When is the right time to actually go for the kiss? Go in for it. I mean, you might find yourself on a first date with someone you really like, and you might be thinking, oh, okay, when do I go for this? When do I go for the kiss? And that's not where the focus needs to be. The focus needs to be on building tension, because if you don't build tension, you've missed the component that gets the body ready for the kiss. So if you've experienced trying to go for a kiss and they've maybe pulled away, then she's probably not ready for it. There's a reason why she's not ready for it, and it's because you haven't conditioned that person, first of all. So spend time building tension. In other videos, I talk about holding eye contact and stuff like that, and asking suggestive questions, using innuendos to kind of put a few feelers out there. But if you start asking yourself, I really want to, you start hearing your voice in your head, you're saying, oh, I really want to kiss this girl, and you're feeling something from her, then that is the right time. That is the right time. Sure, there's things you can say like, come here a second. You can lower your voice tone. You can lower your voice tone to change the state. And maybe you can just say, look, come here a second. And she leans in, maybe just grab her hand lightly and just pull her in lightly and just go in for the kiss, right? Now, the next tip right here is I want you to leave them wanting more, right? We've heard that. We've heard it so many times. You've got to leave someone wanting more. But how do you leave someone wanting more? Now, don't get me wrong. When we get a kiss, it's quite an enjoyable experience. When you've got having that moment, all of these emotions and things have led up into that point. I think the biggest mistake a lot of guys make is they overplay the moment. They outstay the welcome of the kiss. So maybe they'll be the last one to put away, right? So we want to switch it around, knowing that that's, it's a really enjoyable feeling. I have a rule, and we go 3 seconds for the kiss. So you go in, go through 3 seconds and just enjoying it, and then you're the first one to pull away. And that is going to be how you leave them wanting more, right? You can maybe say, no, okay, that's enough kissing for now. We'll continue that later. Anyway, let's talk about you said you had a sister or something? You said, just change the topic altogether. And she'll get that, and she'll like it. And, she'll be like, oh God, I really want to get him back for that. And you could also create like a little playful game there as well. There's definitely room for that. So there's a few tips. So if you've got the girl already and you're on a date with her, But maybe there's another scenario. Maybe the scenario is you're out on a night out with friends. Maybe you're at a nightclub or a bar and you're at the table and you've got a few drinks. Something I came up with many years ago, which was a fantastic maneuver, was something I called the ice cube kiss. Right, so maybe you're in one of those clubs, and conventionally you have the bucket on the table with your champagne and your vodka or whatever, and you just literally reach your hand in the bucket, get the ice, and you go, right guys, let's play pass the ice cube around. And you've got to have free spirit and open-minded people, but naturally that should be the sort of people you go out and party with anyway. And you just want to make sure you haven't got a table full of dudes, because that's just that's a bit of an odd setup, right? So naturally you're going to have a table full of girls anyway, because in order for these clubs to let you in, you have to have that dynamic, right? So anyway, hand in the bucket, pull out an ice cube, put it in your mouth, and say, right girls, we're going to play pass the ice cube around. Right, and then literally you go over to your left, you put the ice cube in her mouth, she puts it in her friend's mouth, and it just goes around like that. And obviously you can strategically position yourself to kiss the girl that you want, and you can also use that as leverage to say to a girl, oh, we need to go out and get some fresh air. Go out and get some fresh air together, and suggest that you try kissing without the ice cubes to see if it tastes any different. I mean, I'm smiling right now because I'm referencing to when my clients have used this, and it's just been phenomenal. So give it a try. It's really a good one. Another really playful one you can do, and I've seen a lot of my other guys try to rip this off, but I came up with this one in a nightclub, and it was, I managed to get this guy, it was years ago, managed to get someone on their own. I called it the fum war kiss, basically. And you literally grab their hands and you grab them like this, and you go, look, you know how to play fum wars, right? And she goes, yes. Okay, so good, you've got compliance. And you go, right, okay, well, here's the rules. If I win, you have to kiss me. If you win, I have to kiss you. But don't worry, that's not going to happen. I'm really good. Right? Again, and if they just start playing, they're already complying. Whatever the outcome is double binded. You're gonna get the kiss anyway. And at the end, if you feel a bit of resistance and they pull away, just go, okay, well, that's it then. And, they'll feel a bit guilty for not pulling their end of the favor in. And you can revisit that later and go, look, come on, let's not be silly. I want my reward. And then you pull them in and you can go for the kiss, right? So that's another really playful one you can do. Another really playful one you can do is, you can go up to a girl and if it's going well, obviously, and you can say, oh, I really like your lipstick. I forgot to wear mine tonight. I'm almost tempted to wear yours. And then you look at her eye, you smile, you pull her in, and then you make out with her. Or I want to taste your lipstick. What does it taste of? And then you pull her in and make out. So there you go, guys. I mean, there's a few fun ones to play with right there. Make use of them in a whole host of dynamics and situations. But the most important thing is have fun with this stuff, really. Have fun with this stuff. And you got to go for it. You got to go for it. Do not keep yourself in your comfort zone. Otherwise, you will always be just seen as a friend. Worst case scenario, she's not ready for the kiss, that's fine, but at least she's seen you and can now categorize you as a sexual human being and potentially someone that she can sleep with. If you're not throwing those indicators out there, you're not pulling these moves, then again, she's just gonna see you as the nice guy or the friend, right? You've got to show intent. So there you are, guys. You know how to give the perfect kiss in different situations. You know how to be playful with it. And you also know how to make those lips look good. Lots of stuff for you guys to take away from there. And look, if you want to learn more about how I can help you on a one-to-one basis, believe me, there's plenty more of where this has come from. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of information. Come on over to the website, it's johnnycassell.com. You can meet me on my Impact Workshop, my 7-day mastery program, or my mentorship program. There's a few options there. Get in touch.